Whew. I'm sleepy. I feel like I've asked for this before. But can we get some new intro music?
I'm tired too.
I'm asking for intro music, Christian.
It's like Dad asking for the right wrench.
Yeah, can I have the right wrench? I don't have a problem with this music.
Shine the flashlight here.
I don't have a problem with it.
What an aggressive start to this.
I don't have a problem with it,
to be tired.
but I just want to know what's going on. What's up, everybody?
Hey, peeps.
Everybody's
It's tired.
springtime in Baltimore. We're not supposed to be tired. We're supposed to be, I think the word is anti-apoplectic.
What? I don't. That's not even in my vocabulary.
Apoplexy.
That sounds like some sort of medication you would get. I need my I can't even repeat what you just said.
Extremely indignant.
Still not in my vocabulary.
Overcome with anger.
There you go. You gotta really break it down for me.
Apoplexy. Right. Appleplexy. That's how you spell it. At any rate, so there's so much going on in the city and around the city and in Washington, which is a short drive away. What is your favorite thing to do in Baltimore in the spring?
Oh, in Baltimore.
Into Baltimore.
I don't know. You know what's very underrated?
Yes.
And it doesn't have to necessarily do with Baltimore, but a great walk.
A great walk?
Like a little walk.
Where would you walk?
Probably Patterson Park.
You'd walk through Patterson Park? I feel like you're asking to get problems.
No, I'm not.
My favorite place to walk, if I had to walk in the city, would be one of two places.
Okay.
One free, one not free. Free would be down by the water in Canton. The waterfront.
Yeah, that's a great place too.
Love that. Two, I would walk the zoo.
No.
Why? Have you been to the Baltimore Zoo?
Yeah, it sucks.
First of all,
DC's
quit lying
better.
to yourself. I'm not disagreeing, but just quit lying to yourself. Beautiful zoo and uphill both ways.
Are there life-changing zoos?
No, there's not life-changing zoos. Unless you get mauled by a tiger, in which case that's pretty life-changing. Anyway, so coming up in this springtime, we have Pups and Cups, Cogs and Doffy, Christian's affectionate love for dogs and coffee turned into Pups and Cups. We're going to have that down in Annapolis.
I can't believe you guys didn't support me with that name.
Cogs and Doffy.
I feel a little
If
betrayed.
I'm wrong, you guys can vote on this. You could tell me that I'm wrong. I will accept Cogs and Doffy.
You're the big pharma
official. Yeah, I'm big pharma.
Titles.
Pups and Cups. My dog is offended for you. Pups and Cups. Saturday. It's Saturday, right? The 27th of April from 9 to 11. We're having a coffee food truck with coffee. Not sure. Down to State Park in Annapolis. Bring your dogs and your coffees. Your Cogs and Doffies?
Yeah, your Cogs and Doffies.
Your
Bring
Cogs
them.
and Doffies.
Yeah. Yep,
but before that, another kind of have to attend is the Cherry Blossom Festival, which happens at the end of March every year. Cherry Blossoms kind of hit or miss depending on the seasonality of it. It's been really cold this winter. We may have a later cherry blossom bloom. Last year we had a cherry blossom bloom that was early and then it got cold. So it was it was freezing temperatures and then the cherry blossoms were frozen on the trees. It was very weird. Jeez. But anyway, I digress.
Could you take them and just start skipping them across
I
the
don't
water?
know.
Well, you didn't even go then.
I didn't go. Cherry Blossom Festival is like one of those things that tourists do, and for locals, we go other places
Mike's
in DC.
Not a tourist.
I
feel
don't
like you cringe about those things.
I don't like being subjected to it, unless it's Disney, in which case it's fine. It's fine. I will accept.
Why do you not?
Because
like that?
Disney is the most amazing place on
I'm
earth.
not talking about
Disney.
Why do you not like those events and going to them?
I don't like being hot and standing outside and taking pictures.
It's in March.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm just
It's not that hot.
It has a tendency to be a little bit warmer than not. Sometimes. Not last year.
Okay, we take all of Maryland weather, and you say March is the
favorite season in Maryland.
No. I didn't ask that. But we're saying March is hot.
I mean, It's not as hot as December, I guess.
You probably think it's hot. You step out in the sun for 5 minutes in the middle of February,
bro,
and you're like, I'm sweating.
I had shorts on last week.
That's crazy.
I'm good with it. Like, I'm not trying to stand outside in shorts, but like if I have to walk from the house to the car to go to the gym, like I'm fine in shorts. It'll be fine. We'll survive.
Okay,
I will survive.
I understand that, but like
as long as I know how to. I can't get copyright infringement for singing myself.
Unless you sing it really good.
I'm not that good. Not that good.
That's an opinion.
So, all right. So number follow up. Okay. What is your favorite thing to do? Not walking, not going for a walk. What is your favorite thing to do in the spring? Ooh.
The favorite thing to do in the spring? I don't know, man. I'm just a simple guy. All right. I just like going to concerts.
It's funny. I was thinking you were going to say that.
That's all.
Like First Thursdays kicks off in like late June or late May, maybe.
Yeah, and that's not really spring. And I was going to say something like that because it's for Baltimore. But
yeah.
And that's like another reason why I want to move to that area because I could just walk there. You know who played there last year? Pigeons playing ping pong.
Wow. Everybody mark your calendars.
Well, it already passed, so you're kind of shit out of luck. But I'm pretty sure they're from the area. They're a huge jam band. Like they're massive in the jam band scene, and they played a free show from like I don't know. I think.
Were you there?
No, couldn't make it.
Don't even know.
I had to show some houses.
You don't even know.
Damn work. But I plan on taking off every first Thursday this year.
Perspective. I feel spring has not sprung until opening day. And I'm not even like a have to go to opening day kind of guy, but like spring has not sprung until opening day, no matter what the weather is.
Do you think like what are your thoughts on opening day?
I enjoy doing it with my friends.
Overrated, underrated? No.
It's definitely overrated.
Yeah.
You know why? I'm actually going to defend this for a second before I catch a lot of backlash. It's definitely overrated because opening day is busier, crazier, more celebrated than any other game. And you can get the best experience at Oriole Park on a random Tuesday at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Best experience.
Like opening day is cool and it's a great time.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's overrated.
I'm not disagreeing with you. We're season ticket holders and I don't disagree with you.
Okay, what's another fun thing that you like to do in the spring outside of going to baseball games?
Another fun thing for me.
I like to walk the zoo. I like to stare at the aquarium from afar.
I was just at the aquarium.
I like to look at the aquarium from Federal Hill.
I was just at the aquarium first of all. My favorite thing to do. My favorite thing.
You know what I also like to do? I like to cook in the house with the windows open. And play some music.
Is that a spring thing though?
Yeah, you got windows open in the spring in the house. The air is flowing. You got all your food like cooking. You can smell it. You make the neighbors jealous, and you got some music going and like a nice drink. Like gosh.
I don't disagree. I think that my favorite thing to do in the spring is probably I'm really stuck here. My very first thought was go for a drive, and I kind of feel that. I don't know that it's a springtime thing, but I really enjoy going for a drive, enjoying the weather, not feeling like I'm bundled up in the cold or like it's 12 degrees outside, but where you could just enjoy the fresh air and experience kind of like the freedom of the open road. I don't know. The other thing, I don't know. It's really like passive, but doing stuff around the house.
Oh, God, dude. Dad over
landscaping.
Here. Jesus Christ.
I like landscaping.
You're going to be a little private school dad here in just a little bit.
No.
I don't know about a little bit, but like at one day. Yeah, I could see it.
I'm already ready for the terrible twos.
You know what I really want to do, and it's almost overtaking my want to buy a house?
Yikes.
There's two options.
Adopt a child?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's nothing crazy. Like that. It's going to be buy like a van.
And lure children into it with your candy?
Okay, no.
No.
So I can go camping.
Stop ruining my story.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. No, I can never get a van. It's over. Or I've like really want to get like a Toyota Tundra, convert the back, throw on like a, what do they call it? Like, is it you throw on a cab on the back or like almost like a roof?
Yeah, the tent cab.
Yeah, I want to throw one of those on. And then I can get a drawer system in the back and then throw like a little
All right,
bed
you're
on top
going
of
way
that.
too deep into it, to be honest with you. I think one of the things that I enjoy that I don't actually like acknowledge because it's not really my thing, I actually do enjoy like the glamping with my friends.
I really just want to get like one of those little like the little canisters of gas and little pan, and then just be sitting in the back of my truck and then get out and sit with like a lawn chair and some sticks and make some fucking food.
If anyone knows any single women that can keep Christian occupied, he is occupied and lucky. Jesus. I want to have a little gasoline propane tank, and I want to sit in the back of my truck and cook some food. Is it a can? Is it a can of baked beans and hot dogs?
No, it would be a nice steak. A nice steak dinner out by the woods, or like we pull up with a view. You could bring like a movie projector and hang out. Bro, it would be a vibe.
That is something that is a lot of fun to do in Maryland, is all of the experiential hiking and camping and fun things to do.
Have you ever gone hiking around here?
Ever? Yeah. Do I have hiking boots and climbing gloves and go out on a Saturday? No. But I'm also showing houses and working, so it's not really my experience of fun.
Me too.
Yeah, I know, but I don't have fun flying over the handlebars on my bicycle.
That's also another reason I need a truck, so I can just put the bike on the side of that or something.
I mean, yeah, okay. If I had the Tundra, I would drive my happy butt out and I would camp on Assateague. That's what I would do.
Like that's the beach, right?
Yeah. Have you never been out there? No. Oh, see, that's something you have to do. Down the ocean, hon. Down the ocean, we have Assateague Island, where we have wild horses that roam free. Also, lots and lots and lots of mosquitoes, just FYI. But you can get a pass, a permit to drive on the beach, and you can drive miles and miles and miles down the beach. Like, you could be on your own private beach. It's so long. And you could set up, and you can have your car and your cooler and everything else, as long as you have all your things. Yeah, I think so. Actually, I don't know. Can you...
Fire on a beach.
You have a fire on Assateague. Bonfires are permitted for groups of 25 people or less.
Okay.
Boom.
I would be about that.
You do need a special use permit.
Oh.
But it's cool, and you get out there and you just enjoy kind of glamping by the ocean. I mean, you can sleep there. It's pretty cool. The downside to going out to Assateague is that you're miles and miles and miles and miles and miles down the beach. So driving on the beach just takes a long time.
Wait, you would just drive on the beach?
Yeah.
What? Why? Why do you have to drive miles and miles?
Because there's no... To get freedom.
Oh.
To get freedom.
Like... What do you mean by that? Like nobody around you?
Nobody. Like, I've been out on Assateague. Here you go. Look, over sand vehicles. Look at this picture. Miles. There's a truck in the horizon. Yeah, it's ridiculous. You're out on Assateague by yourself. It's really cool.
Imagine getting your ass stuck out there. Damn.
Well, they don't let you do that. You have to have a shovel and a jack and a tow hook, and there's some rules. But it's pretty cool.
Okay.
Even on their website, there's the wild horses. It's just a vibe. It's a cool experience, and I think that is the kind of thing that sets Maryland apart, where people don't take advantage of that, because there's no Assateague Island in New Jersey. There's no Assateague Island in Delaware, right? Like, you can't get these kind of freedoms.
Yeah, but I feel like it's also so unique. It's like a local thing.
Yeah, you have to know about it.
Yeah.
This is why people watch our podcast.
Well, I think they watch it because I'm so funny.
I'm so funny.
With my little grill.
Where's my laughter button?
Steak and everything.
I have a laughter button somewhere. There you go. That'll work. That'll work. No, I think those are the things that I would enjoy. Things that I take for granted, kind of don't think about, but I've done. When I was younger, I used to do that often. I don't think I've ever taken my wife there.
You know what? It's crazy because this kind of just shows where I'm from, Southern Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever heard of Assateague Island until I came up here.
Right. Because Southern Maryland doesn't exist.
Right.
Southern Maryland, it's gone.
And it's crazy how many like vibes you can get in Maryland.
Yeah.
Like, if you're from Southern Maryland, you talk to anybody north of Anne Arundel County, you don't exist. I don't say you don't exist, but your area of where you're from does not exist. And there is no world down there. No world.
There's nothing to do.
No culture, nothing.
Nothing.
And I've grown to kind of understand there is nothing to do down there. And that's why I want to move up here to Baltimore where there's stuff to do and people.
Let's ask this. What is one spring activity, Southern Maryland or not, that you think should be more popular? Or maybe one spring activity that should disappear forever?
You know what I'm kind of going back to when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's not really like a spring activity, but it's just like something that you did. It's like face painting and bubbles fucking suck, dude.
Jesus, that's bold. There's a lot of children out here that I think would disagree
I'm sorry.
with you.
I think, yeah, I might have just started like some drama there.
That's wild.
But like, when you were a kid, did you like getting your face painted? Like we had like field day and you could get your face painted, and it was like crusty as shit. It felt weird. Didn't like it. And then you get bubbles, and you always had.
Have you ever gotten a facial?
No.
Well, that's what a facial feels like. Is they rub some stuff on you and then they leave it on you, and you go like this, and then later you like crust it off.
No, I'm not.
Feels very, very relieving.
Well, we did that spa night at your house.
Oh, that's right.
But I don't. That was like clay or something.
It's the same. Same.
That was cooler. But yeah, I don't know. I wish you could like crab season was more popular other than just it being in the summer. Like I've never had crabs in the spring.
That's because it's not really season for that.
That's what I would change.
When is
like I would have crabs opening day. That would be great.
You could do that.
You can?
I mean, you can.
Okay, well that doesn't mean you can.
Something that everyone should have the opportunity to do is to go rockfish hunting. It's not hunting. It's
is that the one
fishing. But rockfish fishing, which sounds really weird. Rock fishing. It is striped bass or Maryland striped bass or Chesapeake bass. Starts in April, and it is the most fun type of fish. It is a big, solid, meaty fish that you can cook, and you can cook the heck out of, and it's still delicious. Fish are pretty big, and so they're fun to catch. It's not like catching perch or something tiny little thing. It's a pretty sizable fish. I mean,
do you like eating fish?
I enjoy fish.
Like cooked or like
yeah, I like raw fish, but I'm not eating raw fish out of the Chesapeake Bay. Right? Like somebody's like Chesapeake Bay tuna. I'm like, take me somewhere else, right? But
what about oysters?
Oysters are great.
I've started to kind of get into them lately.
Oysters are great. I also forget that that's like a sandy beach thing. Like that's a Chesapeake Bay
something
thing.
We should add here, and I've never done it.
Never.
But I want to do it. I want to go to Shuckin' in the Street.
What is that?
That's the thing at Lee's where they use like the oyster event.
Yeah, I mean, cool. I'll do it. Okay. I'll go. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm about it. I've had recently. I had oysters at Mount Washington Tavern. I had some over the weekend at Gunther and Company. We were pretty good. And like I've never really been into them. They've always been kind of weird, but I'm starting to like it. You can put like this like vinegar kind of like shit on top of it, and maybe some cocktail kind of sauce, and then you can squeeze like a lemon. It's great, man. I know I'm sounding so basic right now, and I don't have any idea what I'm talking about oysters because I just got into them. So bear with me, people, if you think.
I mean, bro, you're overthinking it. I had a boss at one of my old jobs that he had an oyster farm that he went to every weekend, and every week on Friday afternoon, you'd catch him out by his truck, not working, not doing anything productive, but reaching into the back of the truck, like one hand over the bed rail, crack a beer. One hand over the bed rail, get an oyster, and he'd have a beer on the bed rail, and he backed his truck into the parking spot so that the shade from the building protected the truck in the morning, and the cab from the truck protected it in the afternoon. So the sun would go over.
This sounds like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. He knows exactly where to sit in the room.
Well,
but he's parking his truck.
So the sun's over there, and my building was over there, so I would always see him, and he's out. He's got a beer on the bed rail, and he's got an oyster in his hand, and he's shucking oysters with a pocket knife, like, for hours. And he'd be like, "Oh, no point in leaving now." Like 3:00 in the afternoon, he's like, "I'm not driving to the ocean to through the traffic today." But then he would go at 6:30, so he didn't hit any traffic.
How many oysters did he have on him?
I mean, bushels. I don't know, dozens, lots.
Don't you have to keep those on ice?
Yeah, he keeps them in a cooler. Cooler 1 for the oysters, cooler 2 for the beer. That was him every single day. And I want to say it was Miller Lite, which I always found like a little interesting, but he's a country boy, so whatever.
What did you have you ever had like a memorable oyster?
A memorable oyster? No. The oysters we had a couple weeks ago were absolutely gigantic. I think people are very
Are you someone who bites into it, or you like slurp it down?
No, that's weird.
Dude, there's some sort of technique to it.
I just eat them. I don't really know what I do. I just like eat them. Sometimes I'm in the mood for a little bit more cocktail sauce, a little bit more flavor. But I think they're pretty, all in all, generally disgusting if you think about it too much. So I just don't think about it. I also think that there are a lot of people that like, play with them. They like poke them and they run a fork under them and make sure that they this and no, bro.
I mean,
you
gotta make sure if you're putting that shell to your mouth, you gotta make sure it ain't sticking.
I mean, yeah, but
When I was at Mount Washington, the bartender was telling us that, like, me and Sam had asked the bartender, what is the proper way to eat it? Do you just, like, slug it back, or do you, like, bite into it or chew it, like, in your mouth? And he's like, well, if you're just getting into it, you're supposed to just kind of, like, slug it back. If you, like, are trying to experience the flavor, you're supposed to bite into it maybe, like, once or twice and kind of feel it come around, like, move around in your mouth and take in those flavors.
Proper way. Step 1. Loosen the oyster with a small fork or other utensil, gently loosening the oyster from the shell.
Can someone bring oysters to our show?
Step number 2. Slurp. Put your lips on the shell and slurp the oyster. Step 3. Chew the oyster before swallowing to release its full flavor.
Yeah. Okay.
Be careful not to spill the oyster liquor, which is the flavorful liquid inside the shell.
Ooh.
I will tell you the absolute best way to eat an oyster is with an oyster shooter, and if you haven't done that, shame on you.
I've never done that.
Oh, bro,
disgusting.
It's disgusting, and it's fantastic, and that's the way to do it. That's the way I started eating oysters. I was working at an Irish pub.
It almost sounds
shooters.
like people who do pickle shots.
First of all,
are just, you guys are something else.
Pickles are delicious.
What is it called? A pickleback? I think it's
pickleback shots make everything better.
It's disgusting.
You don't like Jack Daniels? Picklebacks. You don't like tequila? Picklebacks. You want to drink $100 tequila shots? Let's do a pickleback too.
What is with, I feel like in the last 2, 3, 4 years, people have taken pickles to the next level.
Yeah, they're just the fad of the moment. But there's just nothing better.
It, though? Like,
nobody's coming around being like, carrots, they're the next one. No, pickles are delicious. Why? Because they're vinegar, they're sugar, they're salt, everything everybody likes. Some are spicy, some are sweet, some are butter, bread and butter chips.
Maybe I need to get a pickle spread, man. Because this trend and whatever it has been for the last 3, 4, 5 years, you missed me with that.
It did not. You just haven't found it. We used to get pickle chips at 7-Eleven. We would get the 7-Eleven brand pickle chips, and then we would get the Lay's pickle chips, and then we would get every different brand has their own flavor. It's slightly different. Dude, love pickles.
I love fried pickles, but I can't and there's only one type of fried pickle that I really, really enjoy, and it's at Lee's Pint and Shell. Shout out to them again on this, right? If you get, what are they, the pickle chips, not a fan of that. This one has do they call them spears?
Yeah, they're spears.
What? I just like to eat them. I don't like to study them. You freaks know the where they were grown.
All right, so what we need oyster shooters and pickleback shots on our next podcast so we can experience this all together as a springtime adventure.
Honestly,
you heard it now.
Not a bad idea.
Sam, I'm texting Sam. Sam, oyster shooters.
Can you get oysters to go from a restaurant?
Yeah.
Like they just put ice in a to-go box and put a couple of them on top. Honestly. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah. you might be adding to my fun things to do in the springtime thing, because I do enjoy eating food at restaurants, especially in the spring when the weather's nice and the windows can be open and it's not like ungodly hot.
Yeah.
I do enjoy that. I do enjoy that.
What's your favorite place to go?
I don't have favorites. I'm not good with favorites.
Okay.
All
right. Well,
I also just like don't like going to the same place all the time, being like that guy. No, I like to go and experience. Like, you want to take me to Mount Wash? I'm down. Let's go to the Oriole game? I'm down. You want to go to, Wicked Sisters? Let's go. You want to go to Poppy's Tacos? Sure, whatever. I don't care. I could go anywhere because I'm amenable to anything. And I will have all of the things with pickleback shots everywhere. Don't worry.
Yeah, no,
you could surprise me with the pickleback shot, and I'd be about it.
You're gonna have to miss me with those types of things.
No.
Can't do it.
All right, so I have a favor to ask of all of you. If you're still listening, thank you. And if you know of a good restaurant or bar where I can get a pickleback shot and show Christian exactly what he needs to do because he's missing out on life, pickleback shots for life, please and thank you. Shoot me a message on @the_Baltimorons, or you can always reach me on my Instagram at michael.frank___, or you can always reach me on my website at frankoliverco.com.
You can find me on Instagram at Christian the Deadhead, and we will see you guys next week.
Send us those pickleback recommendations. Deuces. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching. For more information on the housing market, Real Estate 101, how you can leverage your position in today's market, and so much more, click on the link below. If you like this video or have a burning real estate question you'd like us to answer, leave us a comment and let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode, and we'll see you again real soon.